Hi, I'm MJ, and thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited to be here today to cook with you and to share some recipes from my new book, the One-Pan College Cookbook. First of all, thank you to Melissa's Produce for the opportunity to share my book and for these amazing produce for my recipes. Here's an overview of the book. The One-Pan College Cookbook includes 80 easy recipes with minimal prep and one pan to make without an oven, mixer, or any special equipment required. The recipes are a mix of lighter, healthy dishes as well as some more filling comfort foods from breakfast, handhelds, meatless, poultry, beef, to desserts. While this book is geared towards college students, this book is also great for beginner cooks, singles, or for anyone looking for easy one-pan recipes. Each chapter includes a few recipes that serve one, but most of the recipes are 2 servings, either for 2 people or to have leftovers. And occasionally, some recipes make enough for 4 people, making it perfect for sharing or for leftovers. With each recipe, you'll also find tips and creative ideas to make the most out of ingredients and leftovers to save time and money, such as remix tip, substitution tip, smart shopping tip, or a cooking tip. You'll also find information and guidance on things you need to cook in one pan, such as the types of pans available and which pan may work best for your needs. Also included are helpful kitchen and cooking tools, fridge and pantry ingredients to have on hand, how to maximize fridge space, and helpful shopping tips to save money. When writing this book, my goal was to include various cuisines that are easy to make, budget-friendly, offer leftover options, and strike a balance between healthy and comforting. Now, the 2 recipes I'll be sharing with you is the breakfast veggie skillet and the Thai-inspired lettuce wraps. Both these recipes are very easy to make, healthy, and ready in 20 minutes. The breakfast veggie skillet is perfect to make for the end of the week or the weekend to use up vegetables you have on hand with some eggs. Now, these are the vegetables I'm using. If using mushrooms, the best way to clean them is using a wet paper towel instead of washing them underwater. Mushrooms soak up liquid like a sponge, so if you've ever had soggy mushrooms that doesn't brown when stir frying or watery in stuffed mushrooms, it's because it's waterlogged. To keep it flavorful and firm, it's best to use a wet paper towel to remove any dirt. Then you can slice and use them for your recipes. I also love adding bell peppers to recipes as they are sweet, crisp, and hold well during cooking. I love adding different color bell peppers as it looks so colorful and makes a great presentation. While recipes such as French toast and quesadillas are included in the breakfast chapter, I also wanted to include healthier breakfast ideas with lighter, low-carb options. I'm adding broccoli, but another option could be to add sugar snap peas. The idea of this dish is to use whatever vegetables you have on hand to make a healthy breakfast. I have my skillet, and then I also have all my vegetables here ready to cook. So once all the vegetables are chopped, heat some oil in a pan over medium heat. Add the bell pepper, broccoli, and mushrooms, or any other vegetables you're using, and saute for a couple of minutes to soften. Add spices such as salt, pepper, and oregano and stir together. Feel free to add your favorite spices, or for a kick, you can also add some red pepper flakes. Add the garlic and saute for about 10 seconds. I'm adding some spinach, but you can add other greens such as kale, or feel free to add extra veggies, and saute for about 30 seconds. To add the eggs, create 2 wells in the pan and break 1 egg into each well. Or for a different option, you can just scramble the eggs with the vegetables. Now add some salt and pepper, cover with the lid or aluminum foil if you don't have a lid, and cook until the whites are set and the yolks are cooked soft or firm to your liking. Now I love cooking the eggs this way as it makes a great presentation and the veggies look so colorful. Here's the breakfast veggie skillet, an easy and simple recipe ready in under 20 minutes. This dish is healthy, quick, and easy to make with vegetables on hand. And if you don't have any vegetables available or you just don't feel like chopping, the tip I provide is you can buy the prepackaged mix of vegetables for stir frying available in most stores today. So you can use half for this recipe, and then the other half you can use it for the chicken teriyaki and veggie stir fry recipe in the book. You can serve this dish as is, or you can also top on some bread. Now this dish serves 2, but if serving for 1, just store the leftovers in the fridge and reheat in the pan with some cooked rice or quinoa for a quick bowl for lunch. I love soft egg yolks, and one of my favorite ways to eat this dish is with bread, so I can dip it in the oozy yolks. And to keep it healthier, I'm eating with some gluten-free grain bread. Another option is to serve as a taco or burrito with some tortillas. So the next recipe I'll be making is Thai-inspired lettuce wraps. Now I'm using ground turkey, but you can use any other ground meat that you want. I'm using some butter lettuce here, but you can use romaine or any other lettuce to make the wraps. I also have some grated carrots. Then I'm going to add a little bit of the mushrooms. I have ginger, garlic, scallions or green onions. I also have some lime. Then I have some bell peppers that I left over. Now I'm using these vegetables, but feel free to use your favorites or whatever you have on hand. Now for the mushrooms, I'm going to cut them a little bit smaller just because I'm using it for the wraps. Now same as the bell pepper, I'm going to go ahead and cut them in smaller pieces than I did in the previous recipe. And then put that to the side. Now for the ginger, the easiest way to take the skin off is actually using a spoon. So I just take a spoon, and then I'll just do this one actually because it's larger. So I just take a spoon, peel the skin off, and makes it so much easier to peel off. Then I'm going to cut off what I need for the recipe. Since I use garlic and ginger a lot in the Asian recipes, I usually just grate it because it just makes it so much easier. Because a lot of times I don't want like a big chunk of ginger, in recipes. So you can either mince it really fine or you can grate it like this, and you can do the same thing with the garlic as well. So since I already have the microplane out, I'm going to go ahead and grate the garlic as well. So I'm grating another one because I needed 2 garlic cloves. So now I'm just going to put this to the side and then chop any other vegetables I may need. So I'm going to chop some green onions. Now the 2 other ingredients that we're going to need is hoisin sauce and nut butter. So I'm using almond butter, but you can use your favorite nut butter. Now that I have all the ingredients ready, let's cook. Heat some oil in a pan. Add your choice of ground meat and cook for about 3 minutes or until the meat is no longer pink. If you prefer a vegetarian version, you can use plant-based meat or add tofu or skip this step and add extra vegetables. Next, add the garlic and ginger and stir together. Stir in your chopped vegetables. I'm adding bell pepper, mushrooms, and grated carrots. Now add hoisin sauce and nut butter of choice and cook, stirring often for about 3 minutes. Hoisin sauce is a thick condiment made from soybeans, vinegar, sugar, garlic, chili, and other spices. It's used in Asian cooking to provide sweet, tangy, and spicy elements to stir fries, marinades, and other Asian dishes. For this recipe, feel free to adjust the amount based on preference. And for a spicier option, you can also add some Thai chilies or jalapenos or chili garlic sauce to the recipe. Now once the hoisin sauce and nut butter are mixed together, turn off the heat and add some green onions and cilantro. Squeeze in some lime juice to balance out all the flavors and stir together. To serve, separate the lettuce leaves and place on a serving plate. Add the filling in the center of each lettuce leaf, or another option is you can place the filling in a bowl and serve with lettuce on the side. You can top with optional garnish such as cilantro or green onions. You can use butter lettuce, romaine lettuce, or your favorite lettuce for this dish. So there you have it, Thai-inspired lettuce wraps. Now in the book, I did provide a remix tip on how you can change this up from Thai to Korean-inspired lettuce wraps. A healthy and delicious snack or meal. You can store any leftovers in the fridge and just reheat in the pan. And instead of serving it as a wrap, you can also serve it as tacos with tortillas or serve it as a bowl with rice, quinoa, or couscous. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation today from my new book, One-Pan College Cookbook. Special thank you to Robert and Melissa's for this amazing opportunity. And if you have any questions on the book or the recipes, please feel free to reach out. I'm MJ, and thank you so much for joining me today. You can also follow me on social media under Culinary Adventures with MJ.